So today we will be discussing ecology from Dr. Shivin's notes. Alright, so let us begin. This is the first PDF. It is upon environment and ecology, basics of environment and ecology. So moving to the next slide, let's see. These are the dates which we do not have anything to do with. Now, what is environment? Environment is defined as the sum total of all living, non-living components, influences and events surrounding an organism. So here are some biotic factors like bacteria, fungi, archaebacteria, animals, protists and plants. Abiotic factors like air, salinity, soil, temperature, light, water, minerals, pH and humidity. So what could be the environment of a fish? A fish lives in water. Alright. There must be plants around it. It might eat plants or not eat plants. It will eat other fish. Right. There is light which falls on the plants. The plants are rooted in soil inside the water. So everything is kind of interrelated. All of this forms the fish's environments and other things included. What is ecology? We understood what is environment. It is all total of living and non-living components, right? In the that is required for an organism to live. And what is ecology? Ecology is the interactions between living organisms and their biotic and abiotic environments. Alright. It is a study of relationship of plants and animals to their physical and biological environment. This we can understand very easily. What is ecology? For example, this is a picture of a mushroom. It is growing on a bark which also has moss on it. This is a grassland. This is a prairie. This is a cockroach on a table. So basically our households is its environment. Now levels of organization in ecology. So ecology must have some structure. What is the basic premise of ecology? It is built around the organism. It is an individual living being that has ability to act or function independently. Individual, independent, it may be a plant, animal, bacterium, fungi, etc. It could be anything. Population. What is population? It is a group of organisms, usually of the same species. It is a group of organisms of the same species. So let's say we are saying that population of people in Calcutta is about 1.2 crores, right? Usually we do not talk about the population of all species in an area. We only talk about, let's say, 1.2 crores. Or we are saying in Sundarbans there are only 2500 tigers left. So that is again population. This was one organism is human, or in the second case tiger. Now community refers to all populations of different species living and interacting in a particular habitat. A community may consist of different species of plants, animals, fungi, microorganisms which are interdependent and affect each other's survival and well-being. So what happens? They are interdependent upon each other for survival and well-being. For example, in Sundarban you will have deers, you will also have ghadials. So all this forms a community around. In the water there will be fish. So this is the entire community that the tiger requires to live. Small animals, dense foliage, everything is required. That is community. So this is a diagram that greatly explains this is an individual, this is a population. Now what it means? Community. These are some microorganisms. This is a sea snake perhaps. This is krill, and these are bigger fish. What is the ecosystem? Ecosystem, community only made up of living beings, whether micro or bigger, whether micro or macro, but living beings. In ecosystem, living plus non-living. In biosphere, neighboring environments are two. Neighboring ecologies are also included, and so included. Alright, levels of, we just read what were the levels. Let us remind ourselves. First was organism, then was population, then was community, and the last one was then was community, then was wait a second, let me check. Yes, ecosystem, and in the end we had biosphere. So we got definitions of all these except biosphere. An ecosystem is defined as a structural and functional unit of the biosphere, which consists of community of living beings and physical environment that interact and exchange materials between them. So basically, it is the unit of biosphere consisting of community of living beings and physical environment which interact and exchange materials with each other. So that is the ecosystem. Alright, the ecosystem is what? It is a unit, structural and functional unit of the biosphere. The term ecosystem was coined by British ecologist Sir Arthur Tansley in 1935. Level of organizations in ecology. Alright, what is happening? First of all, sunlight. Phytoplankton is autotrophic, it is absorbing sunlight. Zooplankton is eating it. Zooplankton is eaten by other fishes. When dead body happens, it will sink and it will be eaten by other organisms. Bacteria will digest it. These nutrients will move up, which other like organisms like phytoplankton and other organisms will use it. Components of an ecosystem. We read it contains of both abiotic and biotic. Abiotic components could be climatic factors or edaphic factors. Climatic means rain, light, wind, temperature, anything we do with weather. Edaphic is soil, pH, minerals, topography. Edaphic is related to soil. So write it, okay? Related to soil. Soil is the first one, pH is the second, minerals and topography. Then we have biotic compounds, producers which make their own food, heterotrophs which consume other autotrophs, and decomposers which consume usually dead bodies and waste materials are called saprotrophs. Consumers can be divided into three parts: primary consumers, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Alright, primary consumers usually feed on autotrophs, secondary consumers usually feed on autotrophs and primary consumers, tertiary will feed on secondary consumers, and quaternary will feed on tertiary and anything below it. Next we come to the functional units of the ecosystem. These are terms that you should remember. First term is productivity. It is the rate of biomass production. Alright. Energy flow. It is a sequential process through which energy flows from one trophic level to another trophic level. Alright. What are the trophic levels here? Which we saw here. Producers, consumers, decomposers. How does energy flow? The energy captured from the sun flows to producers, to consumers, and then to decomposers, and finally back to the environment. Decomposition. It is a breakdown of dead organic material. Okay, it is not of abiotic material. The topsoil is major site for decomposition. Where is most of the decomposition occurring? In the topsoil. Now we have nutrient cycling. In ecosystem, nutrients are consumed and recycled back into various forms for utilization by various organisms. Alright, what is happening? Nutrient is being consumed, right? Nutrients are being consumed and recycled back in various forms for utilization by various organisms. Next we have biome. A biome refers to a large geographical region characterized by a particular set of climatic conditions and animal life. What is biome? It refers to a large geographical region characterized by a particular set of climate, plants, and animal life. Let's say the Arctic. Alright, let's say the Arctic. It has some type of biome in which is usually classified as tundra. So there are very less trees, more ice, very cold temperatures. So there must be specific type of organisms and plant life that are growing in the area. So everything in this, what is it including? Large geographical region by a particular set of plant, animal life, and climatic conditions. Each biome has unique characteristics, obviously, that determine the kind of plants and animals that can survive and thrive in the particular environment. Types of biomes are forest, grasslands, deserts, aquatic biomes such as oceans, rivers, and lakes. Now we have a biome pyramid. So what is it? From here to here you will see it is going from hot